My name is Lindy Rener. I'm a transit planner, and I work for Nelson Nygaard. Transit planners have a lot of hats. Sometimes you need to know how to communicate. Sometimes you need to know how to fight for something, which gets very political, which is sometimes verbal, but sometimes numerical. So I have a lot of quantitative skills. I do know how to code. I do know Excel really well. I know Stata and R, which are economic functions, and those skills always help me prove my point. Sometimes proving your point can be as simple as taking the right photo, giving the right interview, or designing the right network that is clear and easy to understand, or that is visually appealing. I mean, you really need skills all the way from architecture to pure communication. So as a transit planner, that can mean anything from putting bike lanes on roads to changing ferry routes to making sure fares are equitable and the right price. So my day-to-day can be anything on wheels. Putting people in a box, lowering congestion, playing with spreadsheets because sometimes the numbers make all the difference. But at the end of the day, I get to move people from one place to the next, from where they need to go to where they call home, and that matters to me. Making that affordable, fair, and quick. My job's not always easy. Sometimes I'm told no, sometimes I'm told we can't afford it, or those people are not our problem. And when you hear those type of things, that's very difficult because there is no those and us when it comes to transit. Everyone needs to move. In fact, some people need to move more than others, and when we exclude those people because of their ethnicity or their religion or their physical location in our cities, then I have problems because a transit system has to be equitable. In fact, it has to be all-encompassing or it doesn't work. And sometimes I don't get my way, but my job's also really rewarding. Sometimes I do get my way, and sometimes I know I made all the difference between getting a grandma and her child and her child's child to work, to school, home, picked up laundry, got groceries. Those are all single trips in one day that I and my company helped make easier and takes less time away from their family life and other things that they could be doing. Life's not all about getting from one place to the next, but the easier we make that, the more we get to enjoy the other elements of life. All I can advise you to do is to not compromise. I know a lot of the times young girls are told, here are the masculine traits that you are not exhibiting, that if you did, you would have a seat at the table. Be more verbose. Lie the way they lie. Do those type of things that make you more masculine, and I could not disagree more. It's not your lack of masculinity that is hindering you. You should be heightening your female traits. And yes, there are some that go along with being a woman that come easier to us. Compassion. Use your compassion. It is your single best tool. Patience, understanding, and research. Always do your research. Know ahead of time what the competition will say, what they'll say about you, what they'll say you can't do. And when you know what's coming, you know how to answer.